So a subscriber hit me up on Instagram and she said, Darius, I need a recipe for a keto peanut butter cookie. And you know what? I didn't have one. So I was like, you know what, let me help my sweetheart out. Let me figure out what can I do for her. There are not many keto peanut butter cookies on the internet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through all of them and I'm gonna have a showdown. Put that intro on. I am Darius, this is Sugarless Crystals, your sugar-free destination of YouTube. Enjoy me. I'm guilt-free. Indulge. The giveaway is still going on. Enter your chance to win a $50 Amazon gift card from yours truly, and all entries must be in by August 6th. So that way I have plenty of time to get all the polls added up and whichever one is determined to be the topic of the video. So which one is the best keto peanut butter cookie? Now, going through Pinterest, like there were so many different 3-ingredient ones, and I don't know, but personally myself, the simpler the recipe is, the more likely it's not gonna be amazing. Like, I'm not saying it's gonna be nasty, but it's not gonna be mind-blowing. The most mind-blowing things tend to have some context to them. They tend to, you know, it's one of those cakes when you gotta sit it in a refrigerator, sit the batter in the refrigerator for the whole week before you can even cook it. Like, you know, it's something like that, you know? Something that takes a while, something you gotta make the cookie dough and then let it chill for a little bit and then pull it out and then you can make the cookies. It just does something better for the recipe, you know? So when she contacted me and she said, Darius, I tried the 3-ingredient cookies and they just weren't good. Baby, I'm sure, I'm right. I believe you. I believe you. I sure do. 3 ingredients, man, and you know what? I tried my own 3-ingredient one and I didn't like how it turned out. And guess what? You got a cookie yet? Yeah, think about that. Now, if 3 ingredients your thing and you running late, I mean, that's fine. I get it, that's cool. I'm just saying. A disclaimer to the 3 bloggers. Now, I'm gonna write a blog post on this as the video, but these 3 bloggers, I mean no harm. I'm simply doing it for the viewer. I'm being absolutely honest, and I wish you the very best in everything that you do. I mean no harm. I'm gonna give my honest opinions, and I'm not trying to trash anybody's recipe, you know. But I chose the ones who, based off my experience, they tended to have the right ingredients to make the cookie taste pretty well. I mean, you don't want no problems, do you? You don't want no problems, do you? Maybe I need to turn sideways just in case you need. Hold on a second. Do you need to see? All right. I'm not as small as I look like I am. I'm not as small as I look. All right. This camera took like 10 pounds off me. You know what I'm saying? But I got a little. And this black shirt. You know what I'm saying? I might need to take it off. I ain't gonna do it. I'm just playing. Okay. I'm not a hostile guy. I like to have fun. All right, so we're gonna get in this recipe. I have all the bloggers' names of the recipes I have, and I'm gonna break each recipe down for you and describe what I feel like, what could have been done better and what was done great. And I'll tell you which one at the end that I thought was truly the best out of all 3. So let's get into it. All right, so I got my little handy dandy recipe Bible right here. Now the first one, this one right here is from Savory 2. The blogger goes by the name of Julie. The one in the middle is by Baking Outside the Box. The blogger's name is Lauren. And this one is Fat for Weight Loss, and the blogger's name is Aaron. Another male. Julie had 1 cup of peanut butter, 2/3 cup of sweetener, which her sweetener was erythritol, so that's what I used. I used exactly what they asked for, except for the middle one. 1/4 cup of almond flour and 1 egg. Now all these, they all had the same consistency with the batter, like it was extra thick and you had to roll into little balls and then mash down with a fork to get the classic peanut butter cookie. So the fact that she used almond flour is why the cookie's crunchy. It has a bit, because of so much of the erythritol, it has a cooling sensation to it. It's not bad, but somebody that's starting keto new, or low carb new, or new, but somebody that's starting like sweeteners new, it's gonna be very strong to you. Me, I sense it, but it's not like extra strong, you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely there for somebody that's never did it before. The peanut butter flavor is just fine. It seems a little mild because the coolness is dumbing it down a little bit. But if you're into a crunchy cookie, this is gonna probably be more of your style. You can probably tweak it by adding add some vanilla in it. Now this has a half a cup of coconut flour, 1 cup of granulated sweetener, which was supposed to be sucralose, but I don't have sucralose. I know as a food blogger, as a recipe creator, I should have some, but I'm still trying to get my allulose. A friend of mine told me about allulose, and I have ordered from Amazon twice and still have yet to do it. But I'm ordering tomorrow morning. I'm gonna get that allulose. Okay, I got you. She told me not to say her name, but I got you. A cup of peanut butter, 3 eggs, salt, and vanilla. Okay, now this one, I really like the texture. Because of the coconut flour, it's crunchy on the outside, but when you bite into it, the inside is like a soft, chewy texture. Once again, the peanut butter is being dumbed down by the minty flavor of the erythritol. But, oh no, I didn't put erythritol in. Well, yes I did. Okay, this was like genius, right? So, the monk fruit sweetener I use is half monk fruit, half erythritol. But it called for a cup, so I was like, okay, well I'm just gonna use a half a cup of monk fruit and then a half a cup of erythritol. Really, I got 3/4 cup of erythritol and 1/4 cup of monk fruit. Yeah, I was really thinking ahead of the game on that one. Yeah, that was real smart. But this one, I like the texture in this one. If you're into a chewy cookie, this one is gorgeous. Like the texture, like I said, they be crunchy on the outside and chewy. Like that's a nice little soft treat. Okay, now these, in my defense, I overcooked them a little bit. They're not supposed to be this dark. I forgot what I was doing, but I wasn't paying attention to the cookies. This one's 3/4 cup of peanut butter, 2/3 cup of sweetener, which is erythritol, of course. 1 egg, vanilla. Half a teaspoon of vanilla, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 cup of butter. This one, I was most excited about reading the ingredients. This one right here, I wanted to try it because it had the almond flour in it. But these two actually had some unique ingredients that I felt like would bring the taste of the cookie out better. And of course, this is the only one with butter in it. So with that one, I want to say overall flavor, because of the butter definitely comes through. The texture isn't the best. The texture is very similar to, actually, the texture of this one is probably a little better because this one's crunchy. It crumbles like it should. This one, it just breaks apart because there's no flour in this one. It's actually powdered erythritol. And just like the other ones, because of the cooling effect, it dumbs down a lot of the flavor, a lot of the peanut butter. This one for texture, this one for flavor, and this one if you like a crunchy cookie. I feel like if you were to take these two and combine some of the elements, you could definitely have yourself a very good cookie. And you know what? I'm gonna do just that. Maybe possibly next week. I don't know if I'm gonna do it next week or not, because I said I was gonna slow down with the recipes for the sweets. But you know, this one, like, I'm intrigued now because I really love the texture of this one, but the flavor of this one can be so much more. Like, and if you guys notice, like, whenever I do a recipe, I always do a certain amount of monk fruit or erythritol. But see, monk fruit is sweeter than erythritol is. But anyway, monk fruit, and then I add the stevia into it. Because see, if I keep piling on the monk fruit, because the monk fruit has erythritol in it, you'll start getting the cool effect. But see, I do just a little bit of monk fruit, and I throw the liquid stevia on top of it to help boost that sweetness up and have them work together. So that way I don't get too much of, I don't really get the bitterness of the stevia, and I don't get the coolness from the erythritol. I wonder why nobody else has really thought of that. Cause you know, well, somebody else started it because I got that from somewhere. I can't remember for the life of me where I got it from. But I had a recipe like that, and I was like, this is genius. Why doesn't everybody else do it? But all my dessert recipes are that way. All my dessert recipes, you see some sort of combination between a granulated sweetener and stevia, because they work better together than separately. Like, it's better to combine them than use too much of one, because it can get bitter and start to have an aftertaste, you know? Alright, so before I go any further, I want to say the special thank you to Julia, Laura, and Aaron for you guys' recipes. They all had a different uniqueness to it, which makes food blogging like wonderful, because everybody has their own different versions of things. There's no need to, I would never say one is better than the other necessarily, because everything comes down to personal preference. But I do thank you guys for putting your recipes out there. Now I'm going to try to make my own peanut butter recipe using a combination of Aaron's and Laura's, because I think they really had something special there. But I want to use it to create my version. It can, you know, that's the wonderful thing about recipes. Like, you get an idea and you can take it a step further, or you can take it in a direction you feel it may go, or feel it may better benefit someone else. Because I promise you, there is someone who have tried every last one of them and said that was the best one they ever had in their life. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Before I go, make sure you hit the comment section below. You have until August 6th to enter for the $50 Amazon gift card. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do videos every Thursday and Sunday, and blog posts every Wednesday and Saturday. I am Darius, this is Sugarless Crystals, your sugar-free destination of YouTube. And I'm not a chef, I'm an entertainer. Bye.